Well, welcome back to the Timeline Ranch. It's a beautiful morning. Let's take a walk over the 3040 model and see how it's looking early spring in March 2026. Very pleasant temperatures. Not a cloud in the sky. A little hazy in the distance. It was a bit windy yesterday. The 3040 model is right over in this area. We'll go down this road towards it. Lots of these little Asteraceae family flowers here. If we get a few more little rains, enough to get that top portion of the soil soaked, we'll have a good bloom this year. It's not doing bad so far, I would say. Looking forward to see what it looks like out here in May when I get a chance to come back out in about 2 months. With a bicolored fan mustard. We did catch a little rain a few days back. It was fairly light. There's no signs that it happened though at this point. Really, there was very few signs it happened a couple hours after the fact. It dries up so quick out here. You can see the Yucca Faxoniana is getting ready to bloom. They don't all bloom every year, but it's got quite a spectacular flower on it when it does bloom. I'd say this one right here is at least 3 meters tall, or about 10 feet. Yeah, impressive. You see this one behind it died from the drought. You can see how the top still has the newly formed leaves that didn't get to grow because it ran out of water. They don't usually die that way. Usually they fall over. It's one of the largest honey mesquites on the ranch that I'm aware of. And you see it has some early leaf out. It's got its catkins there and its leaves. Yeah, a good portion of this died from that drought. Died back to keep just a portion alive to make it through the drought. You can see this little stance of Yucca Faxoniana is starting to bounce back from the drought. It was starting to die though, probably a few more months. It may not have came back. These leaves would normally lay down as it grew up. They just dried out in place is what they did here. That's why it looks like that. See that one starting to come back from the center there. Yeah, that was a bad drought there. It's a very nice specimen of a Texas rainbow cactus. I've seen this thing one year. It had so many flowers you couldn't even see the cactus. The flowers are good size. They're about that big around. About 100 millimeters, about 4 inches across. bright yellow. Real nice to see. So here's our little ponding area beside the 3040 model. No signs of water anytime recently, no moisture in there. That Baccharis sulfolia is still looking alright. Yeah, I'd really like to put some time over here because I need to fix the road over here so I can get the riverbed gravel to build those stone dome structures I was talking about in the past if you caught the videos. This is where the spoils are going to come from. I'd also like to extend out this trench. Let's go over there real quick. Yeah, I'd like to extend this trench out a lot further so it can catch some more of this water that's sheeting off the side of this hillside and divert it over here into the ponding area. You see this little sump right here holds just a little bit more water. There's quite a bit of life coming in it. There's a lot of the bicolored fan mustard there. More of those little yellow flowers in the Asteraceae family. Lots of activity around these flowers. Let's take a walk around the edge of it, the 3040 model. Pretty good size bicolored fan mustard there. Got some creosote bushes coming in, of course. Yeah, I could take this all the way over to where that other hill starts to go up. You can see some woodpecker or some type of bird made a nest inside the dead Yucca faxoniana. Give nature a chance, it'll move in. A few more creosote bushes. Lots of Asteraceae family flowers there. Like a carpet almost through there. You can still see the benefits of this little swell on the backside of the 3040 model. The creosote along with the edge still look considerably better than the ones a little further out from it. It's interesting, a lot of the growth is on this bank on the backside of the berm of the 3040 model. Little tar bush there. Another bicolored fan mustard. Some type of a succulent. Yeah, it's a pretty sight to see early spring like that. Let's see what we got going on inside the 3040 model. There's some more of that succulent. We've got some sandbells growing down there. Chihuahuan sage. These are New Mexico olives, desert olives. That's a good little bit of growth down there. A little bit in this area, but not real heavy. I think we need some good little soaking showers. Get things kick-started in here. This is the pit in the Indian version of the 3040 model. You can see almost all the growth is just right around this little pit. So basically all this area is rain. When it rained enough for it to run, filled this pit up once, I believe. And that's what made this happen. One good rain, really. And there's very little out there. A couple little tufts of native grasses and some other wildflowers. Looking forward to what it looks like in May. It'll be interesting to see. So if you happen to catch some of the earlier videos, I planted a few Phoenix dactylifera date palms out here this trip. I'm still thinking about putting one towards this end over here, and then one close to this pit, maybe right in here. I think that they'd do good here once they were established. It'd be nice to see, come driving up and see a date palm, 20-30 feet tall. Nice little shady patch over it, which is what it needs, some shade. I think that would help out a lot. Allow for some of the grasses that can't tolerate that harsh sun when they're starting out. Looks like this Yucca faxoniana has a flower bloom coming in as well. This one's a little closer to the ground. You just gotta watch the spikes. I'm sure this one's benefiting from some water from this little shallow pond as well. The roots on these things extend out a good ways. Well, I think that's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the update on the 3040 model, March 2026. It's looking a little better, I think. Looking forward to seeing it in May. Well, if you like what I'm doing out here, you want to help speed this project up, there's a few ways to do that in the description. Buy Me Coffee's one. There's also Amazon. Every little bit gets me closer to being out here full time, makes this project go a lot faster. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.